Hi, hello, everyone, my dear friends, my dear world family. Hi, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. It's a great day to all of us. We express our gratitude to Almighty for giving us such a nice, beautiful, blessed day. Today is 24 October. I am engineer Sushanto Biswas, welcoming to each of you joining us today on this exciting journey, the Victory with Ash, a success path. Warm greetings from Jean and I. Today, we gather under one powerful theme: learn, transform, and prosper. My dear friends, we have with us our another great friend. We almost know her. She is none but Miss Jean Aliva. It's my great pleasure to introduce Jean Aliva, a lady whose presence always lights up the room with her ever smiling face, calm, composed, and beautifully poised. Jane carries herself with grace and politeness. Though she speaks little, but every word she shares is meaningful and insightful. Her depth of knowledge and quiet confidence make her not just admirable but truly inspiring to everyone around her. So, with these few words, I like to present my speakers, our guest, Jean Eliva, and I request Jean if you just say hi to our audience.
Well, goodness gracious, that was quite an introduction. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta. I'm just so happy to be here, and it's a great topic. So I look forward to our chat. Thank you. Dhanavad.
Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. Let's check. Okay. So, my dear friends, today we have a very great, I should say that a great topic. The we should speak on learn, transform, and prosper. In the digital era, learning the first step to growth. This is the first step to grow. In the digital era, learning is not optional, it's actually essential. It's a continuous learning keeps us updated, confident, and competitive. Where we learn, we don't just gain information, we gain transformation power. So, transform, that is turning knowledge into action. So, transformation happens when we apply what we learn. It's about changing our mindset, habits, and results too. Every success story begins with learning something new and daring to apply it. And finally, the prosper, the reward of growth. Prosperity follows naturally when we learn and transform. True prosperity means confidence, growth, and freedom, not just only income. When we grow, our community grows with us as well. And also, there is another part, training, the engine of success. Training is the engine of success. Training bridges the gap between potential and achievement. That bridges the gap between potential and achievements. In the new digital world, success depends on how fast we learn and adapt. So, continuous training turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. So, let's learn with passion, transform with purpose, and prosper with pride. The future belongs to those who never stop learning. The future belongs to those who never stop learning. So, together, let's make the victory with Ash a real success path, a journey of growth, success, and of course, abundance. Now, back to Jim.
Well, thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta. You touched on so many awesome points. We just have such an opportunity here. I mean, many or most of us have gone through the education and schooling systems in our countries, and we were expected to sit, listen, recall, discuss, and hopefully at the end of it, we got to utilize that information. But we've probably learned that as we go through the schooling system, most of it is very costly, prohibitively so. People end up with a lot of debt, and many of the degrees, pardon me, the degrees in training, we're never able to recoup that cost with whatever job we get. Jobs are hard to find, and most people, the majority of people, end up choosing a 9-to-5 job that is not what they had hoped for, just to pay the bills, and then they get into that loop of debt, and later on in life, and Chris Johnson has spoken about this, 30 years later, you're like, wow, I never pursued my dreams. So the intent of education is to use it, as Engineer Sushanta said, to remember it, to make it a part of ourselves, to grow from it, so that we'll be successful in life. And so the current system, as we've seen, it's just not effective. It's, maybe it worked for a time, but it's just not effective anymore. And Ash has never liked that traditional sit and listen in a classroom. He's never liked that traditional style of learning. He believes in enjoying the learning process, multimodality, immersive, being in it, making it fun, making it memorable, and using original material, right? Fresh. And we know that Victory with Ash is going to be customized to its audience for maximum impact. So I was thinking about this. If we went out into the world and we took a new job, we took some job, but once we got in, we didn't meet the requirements, we didn't have the knowledge, we didn't have the right mindset, would we be paid by that job? Would we be considered successful? Would we even keep the job? And would we be of any service whatsoever to anyone? No, we would not, because we're ill-equipped. We're not ready for that job. And how can we expect to succeed if we're not prepared? And that is where Victory with Ash comes in. We're being given a gift of such a high value. It's going to be fun and enjoyable. It's free, completely free. So it's essentially like we've gotten a scholarship to a college. So I don't know what the word for scholarship is in Bangladesh, but it is basically where you have done well in school and some funding organization says, you've done so well, we believe in you, we're going to give you money to attend this college. That's a scholarship. And so this is what Victory with Ash is essentially. We're being given a free ride into a learning center where we can learn and grow and become hugely successful. So that when we get to move, if we're blessed, we go through Victory with Ash and we're blessed to move into the new business, we're going to be equipped for it. We're going to be ready for it. We're going to be able to succeed more effectively than we ever could have if we hadn't gone through that learning, the mentoring, the just internal growth. We're going to be able to succeed in the new business far beyond what we previously could have expected. So you could say, we'll keep the job. We'll succeed in the job. We will help the company grow, if you think of it as a job, which it's not. So when we get into there, we're going to be able to grow our business, maintain it, scale it, maximize it. And then once we're successful in that, we'll be able to be good stewards of that blessing. And by good steward, I mean, when we become successful, we are going to go out into the world and do good things, be good people. We're going to make an impact. And that's what Ash has always wanted. So prosperity, we talk about prosperity. It means, as Engineer Sushanta said also, it's truly thriving. It's doing well, not just financially, but with fulfillment, with good health, good relationships, the freedom to live fully. And to me, that's been Ash's goal all along, to teach us to fish and to fish well, ethically, positively, consciously, to be our best and to help us grow in this safe space that fosters success. It is built for success. It's built by successful people who know what they're doing so that we can be the same to the best of our ability. And so we can go out and give back to the world. So Victory with Ash, I want to say one thing. It's Victory with Ash. And Ash has said, I'm going to be learning right alongside you. It's not just he's putting it all in there and is going to stand back and watch us. No, he's going to be in there learning and growing himself as an example, as a mentor. We're always, as Engineer Sushanta said, we are always learning. Successful people are always learning, always growing, forever students. So I would say, let's jump in. Let's really grow. Let's really grow, not just go in and go through the courses just to say we did. No, we want to transform ourselves, be completely different by the end of the 30, 60, 90 days, however long it is. We are going to start Victory with Ash as one person, as who we are right now. And by the end of it, we are not going to be the same people. We are going to be massively better versions of ourselves. And Engineer Sushanta, if you wanted to give me just a second, I wanted to say a little bit in Bengali, may I do that?
No issue. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to say, Ekshate cholun shiki ebong moja kori ebong cholun ekshate shuffle hoy.
Okay. So thank you so much, Zane, for your very concise but very meaningful words regarding our learning. Learning is a continuous task, continuous work to improve ourselves. But what we are gonna learn from this special platform, Victory with Ash. As Zane mentioned, it's not like a formal education. It's not like a formal education. Even formal education is very expensive. But we normally do that to look or to search some job or something else. But This is actually a special kind of education, a special kind of learning, but it's very simple, very easy. Ash was mentioning that he can teach his grandmother. The content is so easy and so simple. So we are really lucky that we're gonna have that kind of world class, high quality learning. I don't know exactly what is that, but I'm sure that will transform us to be our better version, to be a really business leader, to continue our business to the next level, to be updated with the latest business concept, with the latest technology. So we are really, really lucky. And as mentioned, this is the gift from his side. Really, we are proud of our CEO that he's giving us such a high value training that cannot be measured with any amount of money. Back to Jane.
Well, you just said it all so beautifully, Engineer Sushanta. This is just it. It's just unfathomable. It's really hard to imagine the massive gift that's being given to us. And all we're asked to do is to go in with an open mind, eager to learn, enthusiastic, childlike, even. Just go in because we know that this is going to be something that's never been done before. You can't go out on the internet and find this training and buy it on, I don't know, Amazon. You can't read it in a book. You can't find it because it's being created right now, being created and customized for us. Ash has gotten to know us over these years, and he's gathered together experts that are going to be creating something just for us, all the different types of people that we are, and make this oh my gosh, this transformational platform just perfect. And as Engineer Sushanta said, easy, fun, enjoyable, interesting, fascinating, things we may have never heard in our lives. Maybe it's techniques, maybe it's ways to remember information. Maybe it's brain exercise. It could be anything, but the whole goal is it's being expressly made to, within a very short amount of time, take people that maybe don't have any business savvy, know nothing about marketing, don't know anything about branding or any of it. And by the end of it, we will be absolutely perfectly placed to move into this new business and rock this world. That is, it is just, it's emotional when you think about it. Like, who are we to have earned this gift? But I think the earning was in, we stuck with this man, Ash Mufareh. We believed in him and the vision. We never gave up. And Ash has said this, people that are winners never give up. So he's recognizing that in us. He's saying, you have never given up. You have always stayed positive and supportive and loving to one another and ethical. You've stayed the course, and you have never, ever, 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 ever given up. And to Ash and to the world, that is a successful attribute. That is the attribute and the quality of a leader. So if you're here and you're listening to this and you've never given up and you've always believed, you're set, because you're about to enter into something that's going to absolutely change your life. And we're doing it together. We're not going in alone. We'll be in our own little cubicle trying to learn, and I don't learn well this way. No, we're going to be all there together, enjoying it together, playing and learning together and succeeding greatly. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanto. Dhanabad.
Yes, Jane, really, you mean it. This evening, actually, it was morning. Susie was sharing. She mentioned this platform, and she said it's a big Zumble Z. That is the platform is a big Zumble Z. Seats are ready there. We should get ready to get into the jet to take our seat, but nothing to worry. Seats are ready for each and everyone, those who are really interested to get into that jet. Who is getting that priority placement and anything else? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But this opportunity is for each and everyone, but we have to come up. We have to have our own interest to get into this platform. We have to have our eagerness and interest to learn. Once we learn, then definitely we will transform. And once we learn and transform, we will get our prosperity. We will be prosper. That is obvious. That is the system. So we are really thankful to our CEO, Mr. Yash Mufari. In the last 7 years, we are in this journey. We didn't get a monetary benefit, but what we got by this time, that cannot be measured with any amount. We have learned so many things. We have got so many experience. So by using all those past experience and knowledge, I'm sure we'll learn, transform, and definitely we'll have our prosperity. There is no doubt. It is already, I think it is uh, sure for, it is granted for sure. It is almost ready. So Jin, for your finishing words.
Well, thank you, Engineer Shushanto. I'm so glad you mentioned Susie McCrae and her analogy of the plane, the jumbo jet, because whether you're the pilot is Ash Mufareh, best pilot in the world, right? Highly skilled. All of the staff on the plane are the best of the best cooks, the best anything you would want on a plane. And no matter whether you're sitting in the front of the plane, the middle of the plane, the back of the plane, near the kitchen, near the bathroom, it doesn't matter where you're sitting. You're in the plane, and the plane is going to the destination, and everyone arrives at the same time. We're all in this together. It's just a perfect analogy. Thank you, Susie. Absolutely beautiful, and it's exciting. So it's a new. This whole thing is new. So any thoughts of the past way, the past businesses, past ways of working in the world, past structures, none of that matters anymore. None of that applies. We're about to enter into victory with Ash and learn things that have never been learned before. And we are going to be so successful. So successful. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta, for having me today.
So, finally, I should say, really, it's a gift from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufari. It's a success path. So, we'll have our practical training. We'll learn so much. Definitely, we'll turn all the impossibles to possible. So, nothing to worry, nothing to think about our past. Just as our back office, there was a pop up, just rise, reset, and refocus. Rise, reset, and refocus on your big, bold, and shared dream. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.